There's so many incredible things that have happened to family caregivers over the past 15 years since we launched today's Caregiver magazine, Caregiver.com. We've entered the social network society, Web 3.0. You can join us on our Twitter sites or become a fan on our Facebook, sign up for our weekly online newsletter, visit our YouTube Fearless Caregiver channel, and all of it through our homepage on Caregiver.com. And I don't understand half of what I just said. I really don't know what the heck ever happened to mimeographing, you know what I mean? Camera guys in the back who are, young are going, Mimeo what? What? This is a very exciting event for us for many reasons. And one in particular is that it's the event where we honor our caregiver-friendly award winners. For the past 9 years, Caregiver-Friendly Awards have been presented by today's Caregiver magazine to celebrate outstanding books, media, products, services designed with the best interest of the family caregiver in mind. I mean, think about it. I'm about to introduce you to people who spend their entire year not satisfied with the status quo, tinkering in their workshops and slaving over their computers, making, producing, and writing things that are designed with one thing in mind. How can I create something that will help make a difference in the lives of family caregivers? These are truly my kind of people. We're extremely honored that some of our 2010 Caregiver-Friendly winners are here to accept their much-deserved award, and I'd like to introduce you to them now. First of all, Chief Gene Saunders, who's the CEO and founder of Project Lifesaver International. Chief.
I'm sure that some of you wondered when I walked up here, well, Project Lifesaver, exactly what is that? Well, it is a program that I started 11 years ago with the Chesapeake, Virginia Sheriff's Office to enable our Sheriff's Office at the time to quickly locate and bring home those suffering from Alzheimer's that tended to wander. We found that we were doing massive searches with a lot of people with very poor results. So in finding the equipment, we tailored a program to go along with that to where we could identify the people we considered to be at risk up front, provide them with a radio transmitter bracelet. So if they wandered off, we could go into the area and track that frequency, locate them, and bring them back home. I'm very proud to say that from starting in Chesapeake 11 years ago, we are now in 1,100 organizations in 45 states and 3 countries. And what I am most proud of is we've had, as of today, 2,110 rescues without a failure. And the other thing that I'm very proud of this organization is that the average recovery time has gone from approximately 9 hours to about 30 minutes.
Our good friend Chris Stafford, president of Safeway Step.
This really is a great honor. A little bit about our company and about our products. Safeway Safety Step manufactures a line of bathtub accessibility products. The company was actually founded by my dad, who was a 40-year veteran of the Cincinnati Fire Department. And after he retired, he shared his vision that many of the runs that the paramedic units would make would be for seniors and other individuals that suffered from ailments that would suffer a fall in the bathroom area. And it's a very common issue. And it's a very common issue for caregivers that need to facilitate the bathing activities for their loved ones. And one of the big challenges that caregivers and individuals with accessibility issues face on an everyday basis is just navigating the simple task of stepping over their bathtub to be able to get in and wash and do the things they need to do. The common things that you can do to solve those issues is to take that whole bathtub out and put in a walk-in shower or a walk-in bathtub. What my dad was able to invent was a system where you could actually cut away a section of your existing bathtub. and put in an insert that turns it into a walk-in shower within a couple of hours, and for a fraction of the cost compared to other methods of providing easier accessibility. I'm very happy to accept this award on behalf of our company and our staff, but also for the memory of my dad, who had, I think, a great vision, and we're going to work hard to continue to develop new products that make it easier for your loved ones and for you to provide assistance on a daily basis. So thank you very much.
And our good friend John Mills from eCare Diary. John.
Let me tell everyone a little bit about eCare Diary. I have a personal story behind it. I've actually worked in healthcare for over 20 years. My father suffered from Parkinson's for about a decade. And one of the things I found incredibly difficult, I guess I shouldn't have been surprised, but I was because I spent so many years in healthcare, was managing all the day-to-day needs of someone who's suffering from a disease like Parkinson's. So I was actually talking with a friend one day, and I was telling him everything I'd learned, and he's like, you should write a book. And I was actually on my way home after having met with him, and I was like, no, I should start a website. So that's how eCare Diary came about. And what eCare Diary is an online and medication management system where you can track appointments, medications, meals, etc. And it's free to caregivers. We only require that you give a username and password so we can keep all the data free. All the data secure in our secure database. And you can share it with other caregivers. So, for example, my sisters were helping me. I was the primary caregiver, but they were assisting me. So anyone can go in that you give access to, look at the appointments, make appointments. You can share it with doctors, other professional caregivers. We also offer some other tools, including a search engine to find care. So we have 110,000 providers, home care agencies, nursing homes, assisted living, etc. But, you know, as I said, it was really kind of built out of my own personal experience caring for my father. I am here for the day back there if anyone wants to come and ask me questions. And I just really want to say thank you to Gary. It's a great honor to have won this award.
There's such a common theme about people who have been caregivers, have gone through caregiving, been professionals who have seen the pain that caregivers are going through, and they go in their workshop and they tinker and they don't stop until they make a difference. And then, like some of the things that some of the new products you see, or Chief's Project Lifesaver, they just become part of our daily lexicon as family caregivers. Somebody had to think of these things, and we're thrilled to introduce you to some of these folks. Judy Brusted at Palm Health Pavilion. Judy.
I just want to share with you a little information about our apartment for caregiver education. The concept for the apartment originally came to us from fearless caregivers, such as yourselves, more specifically parents caring for disabled children. We worked with a planning committee, which was co-chaired by Connie Siskowski and Michael Papa. And from that, given our aging population, really saw the need to offer classes for caregivers of all ages, caring for care receivers of all ages. So we developed a series of classes to address hands-on care needs for caregivers, not only family caregivers, we're also seeing companions in the apartment, and they practice on mannequins. We recruited a cohort of volunteer nurses to help teach the classes, and we've just expanded this week to offer our first class in Spanish to some respite care volunteers through the Area Agency on Aging. So there's lots and lots of opportunities. There's a lot of creativity in this room, a lot of potential for further networking, and I'm glad to be a part of it, and thank you, Gary.
Pat O'Meara, Hospice by the Sea.
You know, this DVD that I produced, along with our team, is produced in both Spanish and in English. And, you know, the Spanish version was quite challenging because I took 5 years of Russian. And I sure wish I had had this to help me out. This is 18 chapters, it's 42 minutes, and it's how to help caregivers help for a loved one and also not hurt themselves in the process with all the things that a caregiver has to go through.